Game 2 of the series, Giants, Brewers.
I hope you're all ready for this because I'm not. I want to start with the pitch timer rules review. Pitchers are allowed 2 free disengagements per plate appearance. It resets if the runner advances. Mound visit, injury, team timeouts do not count as disengagements. All right, here we go.
Refuse to get into the...
With the pitch clock winding down, Cobb steps off the rubber. That's 1 disengagement as signaled by the plate umpire. Oh, but then something else happens. The catcher goes out to the mound. Remember, I can't see from here. Remember the rule. It's not a disengagement if the catcher goes to the mound for the purposes of the disengagement limit. Aren't these new rules so much fun? This is where the circus shows up. The first base coach holds up a 2, like the pitcher has used 2 free disengagement. First base umpire has the same thing, so he's out of freebies, right? But the plate umpire only says 1 because of the mound visit exclusion, so in other words, this is a complete disaster waiting to happen.
Another throw that way, and safe is the call.
Box call because it's a 3rd disengagement.
Oh boy. So the plate umpire goes to the first base umpire and says, hey, that mound visit, remember that doesn't count? And so now the umpires have to meet up and they determine that, yeah, the mound visit means that it doesn't count. Question is, can you convert a disengagement to a mound visit exclusion to get back your disengagement? Like, we don't know. No one told us the rules. Isn't it great? So Kapler doesn't need to argue because the umpires reverse it themselves, but Counsell comes out because the rules are just so wonderful, aren't they?
He did his hands the way you're supposed to. He points the fingers.
Counsell's not happy.
Counsell isn't happy, but the first base coach is irate, which inflames Counsell, which then turns this game into a scene from The Naked Gun. Anyway, you have a coach and manager arguing with like the entire crew, and
let him have his money's worth.
I just want to go back to a time before the pitch clock rules, because this is just crazy.
This has been handled so poorly by this umpiring crew.
So I like the coach coming in to get the first base coach, but it turns into a situation where it's like you get a new coach arguing with the umpires now, and this is just like endless.
Does the mound visit negate the disengagement? I don't think so.
And that's the problem. Again, I'm going back to the well, but it's just like there's no communication about the rules. Mound visit does negate disengagement. Umpire erroneously says it's a 3rd one. It's only the 2nd. But because the rules are so unclear to everyone, this is what happens. It's absurd.
He just said you need to get off the field.
Doesn't remember how many disengagements. How do you not do that?
Umpire tries to walk away, but Counsell follows like he's a duckling following the parent. It's like the mound visit exclusion part of the rule was never presented to Milwaukee ahead of the season.
You can understand the frustration.
Counsell's like, he said it's 3. It has to be 3. Guccione says, no, he's wrong. It's only 2, so we're going with 2. All I know is 10 years ago, this never would have happened.
Can you throw someone back into a game? That's what they should do. They should throw Counsell back into the game.
At the end of the day, what needs to be addressed publicly is if a pitcher disengages and then the catcher goes out for a visit, does that nullify the disengagement? My understanding of the rules, the answer is yes. But an approved ruling sure would be nice.